Scratch Introduction. Hi friends! In this chapter, you will learn a simple fun-based programming language that is used for making games, animations and interactive stories. It provides a great introduction to programming for people of all ages. Scratch, computer language. Children, you convey your feelings to your friends or family members through language by speaking or writing. There are many different languages, Hindi, English, Punjabi, etc., which you use to talk. But to communicate with each other, there has to be a common language which both can understand. Similarly, if you want to give any instructions to your computer, you must learn the computer language that it understands. A computer language is a special language understood by the computers. It consists of a set of words, symbols and codes that is used to write a computer program. A computer program is a set of instructions given to a computer to get a particular task done. Introduction to Scratch. Scratch is a free visual programming language where you move blocks, also called bubbles, in a set order and then configure some of the blocks to create interactive stories, games and animations. This language is fairly easy for anyone to learn, regardless of age. It enables you to quickly see the results of your work and even includes graphics and sounds. Started in 2007, Scratch is a project of the Lifelong Kindergarten Group at the MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology Media Lab, led by Michel Resnick. Advantages of Scratch. Scratch is easier to use than many other programming languages for many reasons. You don't have to remember or type any commands, they're all on screen, so you can just drag and drop them. Commands or blocks fit together like jigsaw pieces, so there are strong visual hints about how you can combine them. The commands are color-coded and categorized, so you can easily find a command when you need it. Sprites. Scratch projects are made up of objects called sprites. You can give instructions to a sprite, telling it to move or play music or react to other sprites. To tell a sprite what to do, you snap together graphic blocks into stacks called scripts. You can change how a sprite looks by giving it a different costume. Starting Scratch. Scratch is a free open-source software. By default, Scratch is not installed in Windows 10. You have to download it from internet and install it on your computer. Once installed, follow these steps to open Scratch in Windows 10. Click on Start button to open Start menu. A list of all installed apps appears on the left. Scroll down and click on Scratch 2. The Scratch window will appear on the computer screen as shown on the left. In this chapter, we will work on Scratch 2 version, which was officially released in May 2013. Understanding Scratch window. When Scratch starts up, you will see a screen similar to the one below. The different areas of the screen have been labeled for you. Menu bar. It is used to display drop-down menus that provide common commands to the user, such as open a file, create a new one, and save. Blocks menu. This area lists the 10 categories of color-coded blocks. When you see a block, you can quickly determine which category it comes from. Blocks palette. This area shows all the blocks available to you for use in your programming. Note that the blocks palette will change depending upon the current block category. When you select a new block category, the blocks palette will change to reflect the new options available. Scripts area. The scripts area is a place where you make your programs in Scratch by assembling blocks there. Script. Script is also known as program. It is a collection of stepwise instructions given to the sprite in the form of stack of blocks. Scripts area modes. These buttons are located at the bottom right corner of the scripts area. They give you options to increase or decrease the display size of the blocks and script. Current sprite info. In this area, you will find the name and picture of the current sprite together with its XY position, direction and rotation style. Stage. The stage is a place where you see your stories, games and animations come to life. Sprites move and interact with one another on the stage. Tabs. Tabs allow you to see and change the current sprite. Scripts tab shows you any script that currently exists as well as helps you develop new scripts pertaining to the current sprite. Costumes tab allows you to create from scratch or from a file, edit or copy the image of the sprite on screen. Sounds tab displays the sounds of the current sprite. Toolbar. A number of tools exist for your use. Duplicate tool is used to duplicate sprites, sounds, blocks and scripts. Delete tool is used to delete sprites, sounds, blocks and scripts. Grow tool is used to make sprites bigger. Shrink tool is used to make sprites smaller. Green flag. You can click on the green flag to start your main program. Stop button. You can click on the stop button to stop your main program. Sprite. It is a small character that performs actions in the Scratch. There are a number of sprites present in the Scratch, but the cat is the default sprite. New sprite buttons. By using these buttons, you can choose a new sprite from library, paint a new sprite, upload a new sprite from a file, or get a new sprite from camera. Sprites list. The cat is a sprite which is like a character or object in a game. Your project might include lots of sprites. In the sprites list, you can see all the sprites that are in your project and click them to switch between them. Sprites info pane. By clicking the blue icon on the top left corner of the sprite thumbnail, sprite info pane will be displayed. Scratch blocks. The Scratch blocks are organized into color-coded categories. Motion blocks. These blocks control sprite placement, direction, rotation and movement. Looks blocks. These blocks change the sprite and background appearance and provide the ability to display text. Sound blocks. These blocks control the playback and volume of musical notes and audio files. Pen blocks. These blocks are used to draw using different colors and pen sizes. Data. These blocks include two subcategories, variables and lists, but both are related to storing and accessing data used by applications when they execute. Events blocks. These blocks are used to control events and the triggering of scripts. Control blocks. These blocks are used to control the execution of script based on predefined event. Sensing blocks. These blocks can be used to determine the location of the mouse pointer, its distance from other sprites, and whether a sprite is touching another sprite. Operators blocks. These blocks perform arithmetic operations, rounding and other logical comparisons. More blocks. These blocks are user-made custom blocks. Working of blocks. When you click on any of the 10 categories of blocks, you can view the code blocks belonging to that category. When you click blocks in the blocks palette, the sprite moves immediately. Now, move your sprite using motion blocks. Click the motion button to show the various motion blocks. When you first start Scratch, motion button is selected by default. In the blocks palette, click the Move 10 Steps block. The cat on the stage moves in the direction of its face. Each time you click the block, the cat moves once. If the cat gets to the edge of the stage, drag it back again with your mouse. Project. Make the cat draw a circle. Start. Creating a program. When you click blocks in the blocks palette, the sprite moves immediately. It will only test what blocks do, but it is not a program. A program is a set of repeatable instructions that you can store up to carry out later. The scripts area is a place where you make your programs in Scratch by dragging the blocks from blocks palette and dropping them on top of each other. Click the cat in the sprites list, click the scripts tab, click the motion button. For making a program, you have to drag the blocks into the scripts area from the blocks palette. Select the turn clockwise 15 degrees block. Drag the block from the blocks palette into the scripts area using the mouse. This first block will turn the cat downwards. Select the Move 10 Steps block, drag it into the scripts area and place it under the turn clockwise 15 degrees block. Blocks will snap together. These joined blocks are called script or program. This second block will move the cat in the direction of its face. Click on the number 10 to highlight and change it to 20. The number determines how far across the screen you want the cat to move. Click the pen button category to show the pen blocks. Select the pen down block, drag it into the scripts area and place it underneath the Move 20 Steps block. This third block will leave a line behind it when the cat moves. Select the Set Pen Size to 1 block, drag it into the scripts area and place it underneath the pen down block. This fourth block will change the thickness of line. Click on the number 1 to highlight and change it to 20. The number determines how thick the size of line will be. Now, run the script and check it's working. Running the program. Click any of the joined up blocks in scripts area. Scratch carries out all the joined up instructions in order, starting from the top and working its way down the blocks. In this program, the cat first rotates 15 degrees clockwise, moves 20 steps in the direction of its face, and leaves a line behind it. Keep clicking on the joined up blocks in scripts area till the sprite cat completes its circle. On every click, Scratch carries out all the joined up instructions in order, starting from the top and working its way down the blocks. Finish! So friends, your project is completed. Saving a project. A project includes the sprites and scripts that are used in it. It is a good idea to save your projects so you can reuse or modify them in future. The file extension of Scratch is .sb2. Click on File menu, click on Save. Save Project dialog box appears. Navigate the location where you want to save the project. Type the name of your project in the File Name text box. Click on Save to save your project.